going on, everybody? Good morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time it is for you. So this is how I start my mornings, most mornings, with shaving my head. So I start off with brushing it, which you saw a second ago. I take a brush and I just brush it back or brush against the grain of hair. And what that does is it just lifts the little hairs up off the skin, makes it easier for me to shave. Then I take my clippers and I start on the sides, then I go to the top, and then I move to the back. Always cutting against the grain. As you can see here, I'm going from front to back on the top, and then I'll switch to the back and I'll cut against the grain on the back as well. So now I'm shaving my face. So I use the same clippers I use on my head, I use on my face. I start on my cheeks first, and now I'm just cutting the hair above my nose. Above my lip. As you can see, I'm squinting, or I have my eyes closed here, because as I'm cutting up, the hair will sometimes flicker up towards my eyes, and I don't get hair in my eyes. So I'll either squint or close my eyes when I'm doing this part. But again, I'm cutting against the grain to get it as close as I can on my face. So I'll start on my cheeks, my lip. I'll shave it around my chin as well, and then I'll move to underneath my neck. When I'm cutting under my neck, I'll sometimes nick myself. Like, my skin under my neck is much more sensitive than it is on my face. So as you can see, I'm using my other hand to pull the skin tight as I shave up against the grain, because I don't want to nick myself. And then also I sometimes will get bumps down here, so I have to be pretty careful as I'm shaving down here. But to get that smooth feel and that smooth look to it, I then go over it with a foil razor or electric razor. As you see here, I'm cutting and I cut against the grain just like I do with the clippers. I just go over my head, usually using that circular motion that you see here. I go over my head, and as I'm shaving it, I'm using my other hand to feel what I'm doing. That way I can tell if I'm missing any spots. I take these, I start on the sides, and I go across the top, and then I move to the back. And everywhere I'm cutting against the grain except for the back of my neck. That's the only place where I go with the grain of hair with these, because I do sometimes get bumps in the back of my head or on the back of my neck. So with this, I go with the grain of hair on that part. Now I'm just going back over areas. Once I finish the back, I usually will rub my hand over it, and I can tell if I missed any spots, and then I'll just go back over those spots. Now, same thing on my face. On my face, I only use the foil razor on my cheeks. I don't use it for the hair above my lip or the hair on my chin, or definitely not under my neck, because I will for sure get bumps there. Okay, so shower is done. Now we're just gonna moisturize. Always moisturize my face and my head. And I use the Palmer's cocoa butter for my face and head. As you'll see in a second, I'll hold it up to the camera, but I use the Palmer's cocoa butter with that has the oil base, because they make two different kinds. They make one that's water based and they make one that's oil based. So this one in the little can that you see here, this is an oil based moisturizer, and I use that for my face and head. Now for my body, I don't have a particular lotion that I use for my body. I kind of use anything, but I just happen to have that Vaseline lotion right here. Here we are, son. You guys can hear me. So we are all dressed for downstairs. Can't see. I try to zoom out for you. Hold on. Maybe you can see in the mirror. There you go. Now you get it. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Good or happy Monday morning. It is Monday. I never know the date. I never keep track of the date anymore. I used to know the date every day, but now the days kind of blend together. I can never remember what date it is. I think it is the 18th of May. Yes. Monday, May 18th is where we are. So it is currently 8:53 in the morning. So we're going to make breakfast and get our day started. So guys, breakfast for me is kind of the same most days. I'm going to get my coffee going, and it's usually between one or two things. It's usually oatmeal or cereal. So today I think we're going to do oatmeal. I think we had cereal yesterday. So let's get the coffee going, and hope I got enough water. Just enough water. Just all right. I might. This is a blueberry flavored coffee, which is really good, by the way. If you've never had blueberry flavored coffee, you're missing out. You would never think that that's a flavor that would go together, coffee and blueberry, but surprisingly, it mixes very well together. So, all right, so let's get the oatmeal started. So the coffee is on. So we do. So for oatmeal, I usually do 2 packs of the two of the packaged ones, and then I do some from the plain from the can. Maybe I just put you over here. You can see what I'm doing. You're farther away, but you can see. 2 packs of the packaged stuff, and then 1 scoop. We're gonna do 1 scoop of the plain oatmeal. That's that. All right. So while we wait for the oatmeal to finish, so like I was saying, my breakfast is usually one of two things. It's usually oatmeal or it's cereal. But the cereal I eat is not just any cereal. It's you can't see. It's Fiber One. It's Fiber One mixed with usually something else. So I might mix it with uh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or I might mix it with Raisin Bran. So this is my mix. So this is a mix of Fiber One and I think it's, yeah, some kind of Raisin Bran in here. I see raisin. So this is what I have when I don't have oatmeal. All right, so to the oatmeal, we're gonna add a scoop of protein. If I can get it, I don't make it too much mix. Not even a full scoop, just like a 3/4 of a scoop, maybe. Stir that in. So to add in some more flavor, we're gonna add some of this Oreo flavored cream. Okay, this is just cake frosting, but it's Oreo cream flavored. So we're gonna add a little bit of that into it. And last thing we're gonna add to the oatmeal is we're gonna just sprinkle a little bit of salt on top. Now, I know you're thinking salt on oatmeal, that's crazy, but salt is a flavor enhancer. So you can put it on sweet dishes. You just want to make sure you don't put too much. But you want to add just enough to enhance the oatmeal flavor, make it a little bit stronger. All right, and that's it. So oatmeal is done, breakfast is done. So let's go. Now, normally, well, not normally. Sometimes I start my mornings, I might start on the couch and watching TV or playing games, and then I'll switch to the computer a little bit later. But today, there is some work I need to get done this morning. All right, guys. So I am going to get some work done. Probably going to work. It's like 9:18 right now. I'm probably going to work probably up until noon, up until lunchtime. Then I'll take a break and make some lunch. I'll pick you guys up probably around that time. So see you then. What's going on, guys? So it is lunchtime now. So we're gonna pick some food. Today we're gonna be making, got some ground turkey and some ground chicken. We're gonna be cooking these up and probably have it with maybe some vegetables or something, maybe some frozen vegetables. We'll see. So I usually cook this at the beginning of the week and it'll last me most of the week. I mean, I can get usually about 3 or 4 meals out of this. So it's a cheat meal, and then it's something that'll last me a few days. So I need that. I need onions as well. Onions. So open this up. So this is ground turkey that you saw and ground chicken. I just throw them in a pan. Make sure they still smell good. They do. Everything still smells good. Always got to make sure. And to that, we're gonna chop up some onions and add that to it as well. Let me mix that up a little bit. I have the heat on low for right now. I don't want the meat to cook too much before I put the onions in. So it's just on low for the moment until I add the onions, and I'll turn it up. But just chopping it up, just breaking it up right now, mixing it all together. Then we're gonna add onions. These onions are not that big, so I think we're gonna do both of them. Let's see. Let's chop this one up first, and then see if we need to add the second one. So I don't ever dice it up too small. I kind of like the big chunks. They cook down anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think I will add the second onion. So let me show you what we have so far. So this is what we're looking like. We're gonna add some seasonings to that. I'm gonna add some salt. Get this out of my way. Good amount of salt. And I think I'm gonna add some of this smoky barbecue seasoning. So we add some of that. And then one more. I think we're gonna go with this honey barbecue rub. We're gonna add this one as well. And that's it. Let me show you guys what we got. Super simple, super clean meal. Veggies, mixed vegetables, ground chicken and ground turkey, and onions. That's it. And it's all made from scratch. All right, guys. So we're back. We are about to hang a set of blinds up, or just one blind. I need some scissors. This is something I've been needing to do for a while now. So we have this one, the blind, as you can see, is up, but this window has no blind at all. And it lets a lot of sunlight in. And when it gets hot like this time of the year, the sunlight shines on the back of the house and just makes it extra hot up here. So the light is right here. Dun, dun, dun. All right, guys, I'm back. I had to go deal with a situation. Some random ass person just parked in my driveway. This is not public parking, man. You gotta move. So it's not the first time I had to deal with somebody parking in my driveway. So we're making progress. You just have to screw the brackets in. I should have left when I took the old blinds down. I should have just left the brackets up because the same brackets that were here for the old blinds would fit the new ones. But if I left the old ones up, I wouldn't have to do this. But I didn't. I took them down. So now I got to put new brackets up. And of course, I really should be doing this with a drill because there's no holes here already. But we're going to muscle in it. Just like that. Cool. Now, go for the second one. We got a four. But Today has been a productive day. I did get the work done that I wanted to today. Well, I made progress on the work. I didn't finish it, but I made good progress on it. Let me move this stuff out of my way. So I'll probably do a little bit more. It's about 4:30 or so, maybe almost 5. So I'll do a little bit more before I end it for today. Out of my way. Pick it up tomorrow. So all right, let's get this second one in. Man, it is hot standing right here. I got the sun beaming right on me. Whew, you can't see it, but I'm dripping sweat. Dripping off my face. But the hard part is done. The screws are in. I just need to snap the I just need to snap the blinds in place. I just need to snap the blinds in place, and then we're good to go. That's it. All right. Easy. As Negan would say, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right. Oh shit. I'm getting trapped. All right. Put the stick on. All right. Cool. Now, let me move the ladder out of the way. Pull it all the way down. We're good to go. Now maybe it won't get so hot up here. All right, that's all done. So already feels better in here with the shade closed.